everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm playing Dogfight. This is in the Carlo Rossi series that started with Blitzkrieg, I think. That's like really quick war-themed games. And yeah, this one is 1v1 dog-fighting action. But there's also a mission mode, and you can play that solo with an automatic bot hunting you down. Although you can't kill the bot, they can only kill you. So I'm going to do a single playthrough or two. We'll see how fast it goes, and then have a little mini review at the end. And I did get a review copy of this one, and if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also watch our separate streaming channel for even more content, listen to our weekly podcast, or join the conversation on our Discord. So the basic idea of Dogfight is that the players will have tokens that indicate a number of moves and potentially a number of hits, and you each secretly pick a token, and then you move that many spaces simultaneously. And then if one of you is 3 or less behind the other, 1, 2, 3 spaces, you count as being behind them, and you can shoot at them, dealing as much damage as your indicated attack value. If they are behind you, 1, 2, or 3 spaces, they can shoot you. And sometimes you're 4 apart from each other. In that case, neither of you can shoot anybody. Now, there are some 3 tiles that have both a loop side and a straight side. When you play them, you pick which one you want to do. And if you do the loop, then if you can reach it, you'll go into one of these loops. So like here would be 1, 2, 3. And those will often like protect you. So like if you're on purple, you can see to attack somebody on this purple/white space. And then if you're on brown, you can't attack anybody, but they also can't attack you. So yeah, basically, if your space has a color matching the space you're trying to shoot to, then you can hit them. And in this scenario, and most of the scenarios with the solo bot, at the end, you have to escape off of here to get a complete victory. And in this one, I'm trying to take pictures. This is one of, I think it's 4 or 5 scenarios. And I do that by playing a 0 or a 1 when I'm on one of these spots, and then I get rid of it entirely. Or if I play a 2 movement and land on it, I flip it to its 1 picture side, and then another 1, 2, or 0 move will get rid of it. Once I've taken pictures of 4 of these sites, I can escape for a complete victory. They're just trying to blow me up, and you can never hurt the solo bot. That's one of the interesting things here, even though it's a dogfighting game. So I am completely focused on the mission, and trying to shoot him down is not an option. But of course, if he shoots me down, then yeah, I die. And I do start with 1 damage. And I've got some things here on the right. So this is going to show you my kind of distribution of tokens. Let me grab that real quick. So this shows that I have 3 0 moves, 3 1 moves, 3 2 moves, 1 3 move, 3 4s, 2 5s, and 0 6s. You can see that up here. It also, although it doesn't matter in solo, shows the damage distribution, how much hits I do. So many of my faster ones don't attack at all. And some of the planes have special powers. The brown one, I get a single mulligan. I can discard tokens back to the bag and then redraw at the start of the game. And also, every time I play a 0, I must play a 1 or a 2 on the next turn, or I automatically crash. Now, the bot won't know that, so they can't take advantage of that knowledge. But a human player, of course, could do a lot of fun things. And meanwhile, the red is a very basic one. It's one of the easier ones to play against. If I do a second play in this video, I'll do a harder one. They tend to move pretty slowly. They have a ton of 1s, a good number of 2, decent number of 3s, and very few 4s and 5s. So I can count on them usually going pretty slowly. All right, so how the bot works is they have 1 tile on the left that I know about, and then I'm going to pick my tile to move, and then they'll draw a second one, and they have like some very simple AI and how they kind of resolve those things. Okay, and I start out with 6 tiles. That's generally how all the planes work. And you'll play 5 for a given round. You'll be putting them in these spots as you play them. And then you draw back up to 6, and you play through 3 rounds, trying to see if you can blow each other up or do the victory conditions by then. With my mulligan, I don't know if I want that many 0s, especially with like how dangerous and limited my movement is. I'll keep all the other ones, though, because it's good to have 1s and 2s and such for taking the pictures. So I'll put that 0 back in and draw a 5. All right, that gives me some flexibility. Okay, so for my first turn, they have a 1 that does a crud ton of damage, but the only way that would get me is if I didn't move at all. So I'm not too worried about that. So why not I just do a 1 and take one of these pictures? So I get that. Since it was a 0 or a 1, this photograph is taken. I've gotten 1 of my 4, but now I draw for them. And they got a 4 with no attack. That part's nice. And their AI is very simple. You can see it summarized on this side of the card. If either biplane is in a loop, them or me, they always use the new token they drew, the rightmost one, because they're going to slide the right one to the left if they use the left one. If they are currently behind me, which they are not, it is after I've resolved my move, they are currently 5 away, not 1 to 3 away. They'll use the leftmost one, they'll use the lowest value. Otherwise, they'll use the highest value. So here they're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right behind me. That's not great, especially with them having a 1 hanging out to attack me with in a second. So, yeah, that being the case, I know for a fact that if I moved 1 or 2, since they're still behind me, they would use the lowest thing. They would play the one and they would hit me for 3. So I kind of have to vamoose this round. The 4 or the 5. The 4 or the 5. Unless, I could do the 0 and let them... that's kind of a tricky one. I like that. That would let them move up onto me and waste the 1, because you can't attack from the same space. You have to actually be behind. And then I could play a 1 the next turn. They have no 0s, so I know that so this is definitely the play. Okay, so I'm going to play a 0, and I do nothing. Remember, with my Brown Plains ability, I have to play a 1 or a 2 next round, or I crash automatically. And, okay, so they got a 1, and when they have 2 tiles of the same value, they check whether they're going to shoot me or not. In this case, they are not, because we're on the same space, so they will throw away the one with the worse attack value, so they're not, wasting the better attack tile. All right, so that worked out great, and let's do what I planned. I'll move 1 up, take another picture. That's 2 out of 4 before I can get the heck out of Dodge. And I don't crash because I did a 0 and then a 1. So let's see what they do. Okay, they're doing a 3. So since they're behind me, they're going to use the 1 because they're currently behind. Puts them on my spot again, but I guess in their mind, they're going to be able to attack me soon. So the 3 moves over. And at the basic difficulty, which is what I'm playing this one with, if they play a 3, they flip it and randomly determine whether they're on the loop or the straight side. If I do a second play, I'll do the harder difficulty setting where it's a little bit more prescribed. And what do I want to do here? I know they've got a 3 with a lot of attack, but they tend to have a lot of 1s and 2s, although 2 of their 5 1s that actually their worst ones that deal damage are gone. So they only have a single 1 that can really hurt me a lot. They do have some 2s that can hurt me. So I think if I play the 2, I'm pretty darn safe here. I'm going to go here. Now, since it's a 2, I only get to flip the picture. Another 2 would be sufficient to take it completely. It's supposed to be a blurry picture. But I'm feeling pretty safe there. I don't think I'm going to get shot, or if I do, it'll be minorly. Okay, and they've got 3s. Both are equal, and I guess they could loop from here, so let's still flip it. And they are looping. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that actually worked out great for them. I didn't think about that because now they shot me for 2 because they're at least 3 behind me. So I'm at 3 out of 7 before I go down. That hurt a little bit. Great. Yeah, so now I realize they have a chance to shoot. Well, I'm going to move really far this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Either one should be safe. I feel like the 5 is going to be a cooler one to hang on to for the future, like when I'm trying to escape. 1, 2, because you carry a 1 tile forward with you into the next rounds. Okay, and they got, 4. That doesn't seem good. They use the highest tile. 1, 2, 3. Darn it! They got me for 2 more damage, y'all. Okay, suddenly this has gone from beautiful to not so much. But looking at their stuff, all their 4s are gone. All but 1 of their attacking 1s are gone. I can see their 3 there. So almost all their good attacking 3s are gone. So the only things I really need to be super worried about is the 1 5 with 2 damage left, the 1 3 with 2 damage left, and the 2 with 2 damage left. Those could all be one-shot kills. So by the way, all of these get stacked, except for the topmost one. You can't see the rest, so there is a little bit of a memory element if you want to play that way, although I guess you could just cheat it. And by the way, looking at me, I've gotten 2 of my 1s, 1 of my 0s, 1 of my 2s. So yeah, I'm going to have some 0s and 2s, my single 3. I got a nice mix of movement numbers coming back. All right, going into round 2, I've drawn 2 0s, a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 5. That's all my 0s, I think, right? Let's see. Now, if I go super fast, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I can play with the 1 on my next turn to take the picture. But there's a pretty high chance that they'll blast me their 3, 3, 4. Yeah, their 3 would put them right behind me for the kill shot. I don't want that. So we might try for a 0, then a 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then a 1. 0, 2, 4, 1 would get me that picture. Okay, yeah, let's try the 0 for this round, see if they get me. mean, they only have a single one left, so the odds are you but. So since they're behind me, they use the lowest value possible, and they deal 1 damage to me, so now anything will kill me. Yikes. And now because I play the 0, I have to play a 1 or a 2. Okay. I was planning the 2, but then if they have a bunch of 2s left, although only 2 of them shoot, they only have 3 tiles that'll kill me, I think. Alright. Let's try this out. Probably dead, but we'll see. Ooh, nice. They got a 2 with no shots. Okay, so since they are behind me, they will use the lowest value tile. So they stay behind me, which is not great, but they didn't shoot me because they didn't have any attack on that. All right, my plan was to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 1. But if I move 4, they would have to move 2 or greater to kill me, which gives them more options than I'm comfortable to do that. So it's going to totally mess up my chances of actually taking pictures, but let's do another 0 and then do the 1 next. And I'm not going to get any progress on the mission this round. This is terrible. But if I can shake them at least. Okay, the 2. So since they're behind me, they're going to use the lower value. They just barely pass me, but I'm very happy about that. Okay, then I have to use the 1. By the way, remember, I can't shoot them, so it doesn't matter. They would have done 3 damage, then potentially 3 again. So I go there. And they're going to use the highest value one, which is the 3. 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter if they flip it or not, so they won't even check. They just go right there. And I guess to still try not to die, I'll do the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're behind me, so they're going to use the lowest valued one, which is a 2. So they've gotten both their 2s that shoot. They got their last 1 that shoots, so they can't shoot me at all at range 1 and 2, I think. That's their last 3 that can hit me, I think. So I believe all they have is that 3 and their 5. Those are the only 2 kill shots I think they have left as we go into the final round. Oh, but Lord. Are those really not the values I have left? Yeah, so the best I can do is finish up this photograph. I can't possibly take 4. So I guess I'm pretty much lost. But let's see if I can make that happen and, like, survive. It's not technically a win, but let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I go 3... then 2, I would finish that one off, and then I can try to, like, just jet out of here and escape. Yeah, I mean, again, this is technically not a win, but we'll try for it. All right, so there's a 3. Let's see if they kill us. No. So they're behind us. They'll use the lowest value, and they'll flip it. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. No, they can't shoot us, but they are behind us in a way that I'm not entirely happy with. But, hey, whatever. We got a 3rd photograph. We need 4. That's not enough, Mike. They got a 2 with no shot or a 5. So they always use the new one when anybody's on a loop, which means they just do that and do not shoot me. And I think they're going to get me no matter what I do here, because they're definitely not going to be behind me, which means they use the highest value, which means the 5 will get me. 4 or 5, yeah, so I think I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not much I can do about it. Yep, so they use the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was a complete loss. I didn't escape. I didn't get all 4 photos. Ouch. All right, well, that went so well. Let's try it again. And this time we'll make the red plane harder. Why not? Now we'll have them use one of the optional rules, which is that they are intelligent with the 3s, and they'll either flip or not flip, loop or not loop, based on whether they can shoot me. If neither one will let them shoot me, then they'll just do it randomly. This time I'm doing another mission, which is the rescue mission. So we've got 5 numbered airfields randomly laid out. And I'm going to get 1 objective at the start of the game, which is to land in field 2 in this case. And I'll get another one at the end of round 1, another one at the end of round 2. If I can rescue 1 person and escape, it's a draw. If I can rescue 2 or 3 and escape, it's a victory. And I don't start with 1 damage this time. Besides that, everything you already saw is identical. And I forgot to say, there's movement. To land in an airfield, I have to be there when I play a 0 or a 1. And then on the next turn, I have to play a 1 or a 2 to actually rescue the person. So it's a 2-step process. So with that being the case, let's mulligan 3 of these and redraw. Okay, and that's looking a lot better. So here's my plan for the first round. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4... I'll be on the targeted airfield and I can play a 0 the next turn. And they've got a 4, and there's a decent chance they'll play it and just be opposite me and not shoot me at all. So that's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, I can land on the next turn and then play a 2 to take off and hopefully not get shot. Okay, and they've got a 3. Now, since they're not behind me, they're going to play the highest value, which, yes, this worked out perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mwahaha, you missed. Now, they probably won't next time, but at least that's only a single damage. So yeah, I'm going to play a 0, which means I am landing here. And then if I play a 1 or 2 next turn, I will actually rescue the person. Let's see how much they get me. Ooh, that was a good one. So they're not behind me, which means they'll play the higher value. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why, hello. What are you doing here? And yeah, now I feel great. So I've rescued the first person. I don't take away that. I guess I can because it's not going to come up again, right? And I move 2. So right now, if I just ran away, although I think I have to wait until the final round. Oh no, it says I can leave as soon as I've rescued one person. I mean, I'm not going to yet, but that's a cool option. Now, let's see if red flies past me or shoots me. Ah, darn it. So they are behind me, so they'll play the lowest one. And that's 2 hits on me. Ouch. Okay, so what do I play now? If I play a 4, there's a decent chance they'll play the 3 and hit me for 1. And again, because I'm playing on the harder version of the 3, they won't just like 50% of the time circle around. If I play the 2, they would have to get another 1 or 2 to hit me. So yeah, let's slow play a bit here. Doop doop. Hope these guys don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, this might be over suddenly. All right, crud. And I guess let's try it again. I don't know. Or wait, hold on. I need a 1 or 2 to take off when I rescue again. But I guess, yeah, I've got all 3 of my 1s left, so theoretically I'll be okay, but maybe I should keep that too. Nah, I'll do it because I'm hoping not to get shot. There we go. So in this case, 1, 2, 3 wouldn't shoot me. It doesn't matter if they loop or not because they can't actually reach entering the loop. So they're going to use the one that is weaker. But yeah, I like this being right on them as we go into round 2. I can deal with that. All right, so they've still got a decent 1 to shoot me with. Oh, a crazy one that does 3 damage. That would be a one-shot kill. But all their 4s are gone. They haven't drawn their 1/5. This all feels somewhat familiar. But yeah, they're mostly going to be going slowly, except for that 1/5 somewhere. Oh, and their 2 stronger 3s are left too. Whereas I haven't gotten any of my 1s. I still have 2 zeros left, and I still have my 5s and my 1/3 as well. All right, not a bad draw. I've got a way to land. It wouldn't be awesome if I just randomly got the 1 as my next. Nope, no such luck. So if I can get the 5 and then just escape, that's a win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if I play a 4 this turn, a 1 the next turn, and a 1 the turn after that, that would do it. But will I die? Because a 4 this turn with their 3 right there would be a pretty decent chance to shoot me. Maybe alternatively, I play the 3 and just circle right back to where I am. And then maybe I play a 0. I guess that would be the same as a 3. But yeah, if I do... but then after I play the 0, I have to play the 1. I mean, I could play a 0 to stay there. The 1 afterwards to not crash. The 4 to get here. Then a 0 to land. And a 1 to take off. I feel like that's a lot of danger. But... well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. So I am stopping here. And they... oh, that's not good. Are they going to hit me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Jeez. Okay. Suddenly, my death seems all but assured, doesn't it? I got that single 5. Ah, what are the odds? Okay. Well, I have to play a 1 or I die. So, jeez. Good luck, Mike. Oh, I didn't actually move. Okay, and then they got a 2. Ooh. No, they're not behind me, so they play the 3. And that's all she wrote. Gosh darn it. All right. So once again, I didn't escape. Oh man, if I just got here, I could have gotten the draw. If I'd just played a higher value and been happy with the 1 person I got. But no, I lost again. All right, so that was a Dogfight solo mode. Let me get into some thoughts on this one. So I've been playing the actual basic Dogfight with my kids a bunch, and that is a blast. They have a ton of these different planes. And they have different distributions of values, different special abilities and things. So it's really fun just to kind of mess around with them and pair them up and that kind of thing. And the missions are a nice addition because, they give something to do besides shooting each other down. In competitive, at least, it's almost always an option to also defeat the defender. So you can kind of give up your mission, just try to shoot them, which kind of goes into the mental calculus. And also I just like how the missions give you expected values. Like if... my son saw me, clearly with Brown, it's not as obvious, but if my son saw me go with a 1 there, they'd be like, ooh, they're probably landing there. They're probably going to play a 1 or a 2 next turn. I'll try to line up the shot for there. But then me knowing that, maybe I'm not trying to land there and I actually move 4 and get out of their firing range. So there's a lot of second guessing, trying to trick each other. And because you know like what the possible values are, especially if you can memorize what's been played, or if you just change the rules and leave all the tiles out, you can get a good sense of like what they might do. So yeah, I find the core gameplay, it's pretty random, but it's still fun. It's super fast, like 10 to 20 minutes. So I appreciate that. How's the solo mode? I think it's pretty good. The thing that I don't love is that you can't defeat them. I'm not really sure what the reason for that is. Honestly, I think the solo works well enough that you could just house rule it, that you can play a regular dogfight or attack them normally, maybe give them like an extra life if they're really not that strong. But yeah, the way that the rules are written, I don't love that it's very limited, that you can only do the missions, that you don't have the option to actually shoot them down, so it always just comes down to mission success or not. But the fact that you can change which plane you're fighting against, you have a limited option of which planes you use. That's another thing. It's not ideal with the missions. Like usually you can only use 3 or so of these slower planes. But besides that, I think it's a lot of fun. It's still the same game. The AI is clearly smart enough with the way they kind of resolve the 2 tiles to kill you a lot of the time, or I'm just not smart enough to beat them. So yeah, I think with a little bit of house rolling, there's even more variety in the play with the solo mode. But even rules as written, I think it's still pretty fun. So definitely a fan of this one. I hope to play Blitzkrieg and some of the other ones at some point. But that was Dogfight, and yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.